Hello, everyone, and welcome to Oracle Live. My name is Jeffrey Werko. I am the Vice President of Product Management for Oracle Service, and today we're going to be talking to you a lot about some great innovations. With me to help me do this are two of our great product managers, Jody Knox and John Rinaldi. Say hi, you two.
Hello.
Hello.
And going forward, if you've been watching this session and maybe you just heard Rob Tarkov speak, you know that our CX application toolset is very broad, covering marketing and advertising, sales, and service. But for this particular session, we're going to be talking just about service. And I get to kick things off with a new innovation that we're really excited about. Now, let me ask all of you watching this a question. Have you ever been texting or messaging with somebody on like Facebook or on SMS? You send a couple messages, but then you pause, you stop, and you do something else. And sometimes, somebody might text you, in the middle of the year, you can't even remember who they were because you didn't recognize the number, but then you scroll up and you see all the conversations you were having. And then you're like, oh, in context, this is this person. That is the world of asynchronous communication. This is how all messaging works. And these never-ending conversations that go and go and go, and we pick up, we pause and start right where we leave off. And that is going to be the future of service communication. We are enabling this style of communication in our product in this release. And with that, I have a fantastic demonstration to show you how it works.
And this starts with our customer named Susan, who just bought a Supremo 7 coffee maker, and she is so excited about its arrival. She's actually on Facebook on the company's page and reaches out to customer support through Facebook Messenger to see when her new coffee machine is going to arrive. And as you can see here, our hero, Aaron, the agent, has picked up the chat, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, Susan, I can see your coffee maker is going to arrive today. That's great. She's excited. She's going to get her coffee machine in hours. Classic scenario about somebody just pinging customer support with a simple question. How many times do we do this? We're always chatting and asking for status on orders, particularly now that we buy so much online. But guess what? The plot thickens the next day, and I'm going to show you what happens when there might be a little bit more of a problem. And in this case, the next day, Susan opens the box for her coffee machine, and she realizes something. Inside the box is not the coffee machine she ordered. So she reaches out to customer service, and look at this on the right. The agent can see the entire chat history from the day before. It's just like they were in a constant conversation, just like you might have with one of your friends while on WhatsApp or text messaging or Facebook. And he picks up, he can see, oh, clearly she's calling about the Supremo coffee maker. She sends him the order number. He's actually like, you know what, there is a problem here. I'm going to fix it. He starts processing a return label for her instantly, and to try to get this thing moving. But you know what? The real magic happens in the finale, because right now, our hero Aaron has picked up that ticket. Susan's just hanging out at home. He processes the return. He's like, you know what? I got the return. I'm going to send her a new unit. And he can go out on that exact same thread proactively. Susan gets a message, and he's like, hey, it's me, Aaron. I'm back. Good news. I have just sent out a replacement machine. It's the one you ordered, that Supremo 7, and it is going to be at your door tomorrow. You can see this conversation was started, stopped, paused, and it was all one conversational flow. This is how human beings communicate right now. She didn't need to keep on calling in and checking for a status and checking for a status. It allowed the agent to see everything, better serve her, be proactive, and that is asynchronous chat for service. Hope you enjoyed it, and we can't wait to show you more.
So to keep things moving, now that you've seen that, I want to hand it over to my good friend, John Rinaldi, who's going to talk about some of the fantastic innovations we have in field service. John, take it away.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jeff. So let's go ahead and talk about some innovations around Oracle Field Service. As complexity rises, it's up to us at Oracle to ensure that we offer you the most agile, flexible, optimized, and user-friendly field service management solution on the market. We do this by continuing to focus our development efforts around three fundamental concepts: flexibility, optimization, and usability. And today, our innovation will be showcasing usability in a big way. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the great innovative enhancements around usability for Oracle Field Service. First, the core application is available on our innovative, intuitive Redwood user experience. This is much more than just a look and feel change. We've enhanced the solution to provide users with a fully responsive, consistent, and seamless user experience that adapts and works on any device. What's great is that not only does the solution go where you go, Oracle Field Service retains full functionality, no matter where you are or the device you're using. You can execute critical system configurations, implementations, or integration tasks just as easily as common everyday tasks like scheduling exceptions from any device, in the office, at home, or in the field. Oracle Field Service is the first enterprise-grade field service solution to offer this type of innovation. Combine this with our configure not code approach, and Oracle Field Service reduces the need for SIs and partners and ensures a lower total cost of ownership with faster and easier updates. This idea that you need to leverage an enterprise-grade solution while sitting at a desk in front of a computer has been changed forever. You can use the solution from a mobile device, from anywhere, at the dinner table, sitting on the couch, update a property, tweak a message scenario, build an integration. It doesn't matter. Let's see how this looks. So, as you can see, the Redwood user experience complements Oracle Field Service functionality perfectly, reducing the number of clicks and simplifying how you navigate the solution, which is exactly how our solution design team strive when designing our solution applications. You can navigate to important job details more quickly, make needed updates on the fly, change a phone number, an email address, update an SLA. It's all been redesigned and simplified to provide a better user experience. Users can quickly adapt to changes in their business, such as being able to easily update critical routing plans so they are always up to date with their scheduling requirements. You can easily manage your mobile workforce from anywhere. If you get a call at 3 a.m. that an employee will be out sick, you pick up your phone, you update the schedule on the fly, bring in someone from on call, add a temporary work zone, and more. So when that critical scheduling automation takes place, everything's ready to go, and your business does not suffer any disruptions. This innovation around Oracle Field Service is really exciting, and keep an eye out for continued innovations. And speaking of that, Jody has some great innovations to share with us. So Jody, take it away.
Thank you, John. Yes, I'm super excited to announce the release of our next generation of knowledge management for B2B service. So what we've done is built a knowledge management solution on our Fusion platform, leveraging natural language processing and artificial intelligence. Knowledge is proactively delivered to your agents during the resolution of a service request. And we have simplified the authoring experience with a contemporary and intuitive user interface. But let's stop there with all the talking, and I am going to go right into a demo.
So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the agent experience. So I've opened a service request. Now, as an agent, let's say I'm going to resolve this issue. With this request open, the first thing that you'll notice is knowledge is prominently displayed at the top here. This is a knowledge article, and it's a recommended knowledge article based on the context of this service request. So now there's a couple things that I can do as an agent. The first thing I probably want to do is determine if this knowledge answer can help me resolve this issue. To read this knowledge answer in full, I can simply just click on the title. As you'll notice, it does open in a brand new tab. Now, I'm going to quickly review this knowledge answer. So this knowledge answer does look like it could resolve this issue. So I'm going to pop back over to my service request, and notice all I have to do is click on this tab. Now that I'm back in my service request, I can take a few actions. So the first thing you'll see prominently displayed here is link. Now, if I link this answer to this service request, it's simply going to associate this answer with this service request. This is highly useful for those customers using KCS, Knowledge Centered Service. The other thing I can do is I can share this knowledge answer. Now, by sharing this knowledge answer, that will actually share it with the customer. So if this is a troubleshooting step, which it is, this might be really helpful for a customer to be able to review those steps. And since I shared it with that customer, you'll notice now on the left-hand side that this knowledge article has actually been linked as a knowledge article that was able to resolve this issue. Okay, so that was a quick look at the agent experience, and now we're going to look at the authoring experience. Okay, so let's continue on with the knowledge authoring experience. So first I'm going to open authoring, and you'll see here I have a couple options. I have an option to search for an article title. I also have an extended search with filters if I need. I can also scroll through all the articles that are currently in the knowledge database. But for today's demo, we're going to just look at creating a brand new article. So I'm going to walk you through those steps. I'm going to click on Create New Article. I'm going to choose an FAQ. Those categories are set up in the initial implementation. I'm going to type in a summary. Now this is essentially just kind of like the title, and I'm copying and pasting from a Word document that I previously created. And now I'm going to enter in my question since this is an FAQ. And then I will add my answer. Now again, I'm copying and pasting from my Word document. And notice that I'm able to copy and paste and keep all the formatting in here, including my picture. Now maybe I want my picture someplace else. I can simply just drag it to a different location. Okay, that all looks good. Next, I'm going to go up to publication. Now I can choose an expiry date if I want this article to expire on a certain date, or a review date. So it's good best practice to have a review date. I'm going to set that out a couple months, typically around 3 to 4 months. We want to review this article. We're going to choose products and categories. Again, these have been set up during your implementation. I'm going to choose seal and O-rings. And for my categories, probably troubleshooting. And my user groups, again, set up during implementation. I have internal service or everybody. In this case, I'm going to choose everybody. Okay, so basically that's all we really have to do. I'm going to go ahead and click on Create. And my article is now created. Now, if I want to publish my article, I can simply do that by going up to these 3 dots and click on Publish. My article is now live and accessible to both agents and customers. Okay, so the last thing I want to show is our versioning. So I'm going to go to a knowledge answer that's been in the knowledge base for a little while, and I'm going to go to the history. And from history, I can choose which versions I would like to look at. So I'm going to scroll down to choose an earlier version. Once I select that, I can click on Compare. And now I get a nice side-by-side view of both of these versions. And I can see visually what has changed between these 2 versions, the live version and the draft version.
Okay, so that was a quick demo of the next generation of knowledge management for B2B service. And now I'm going to hand it back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jody. And thank you, John, for taking us through those amazing innovations. So for all of you out there, just to summarize what we talked about today, I started off with asynchronous messaging, allowing service centers to engage with customers in the same way they engage with their family and friends, through the ability to re-engage and pause and stop conversations and pick them up again right where you left off. Then in comes John, and he shows you a complete field service application consolidated onto one mobile app that you can adjust, configure, tweak anywhere in the world, bringing this next level of agility to your field service operations. And it's also in that amazingly intuitive Redwood look and feel. And then finally, Jody showed you the next generation of knowledge management tools, all built on the new Redwood experience, which, as we all know, knowledge drives both assisted service and self-service across the world. John and Jody, thanks for helping us today. And for all of you out there in the audience, if you want more information on these innovations or any of the other innovations going on in our CX portfolio, just go to the following link, oracle.com/cx/innovations. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.